All right, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is gonna be the official build video for my ZX6R. It's right there behind me. You guys can kind of see it a little bit. I'm so excited to have this bike back. And before I get into that, let me just say, because I completely forgot, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and let me know what you think of this bike down in the comments. We're about to go over all the parts, everything that I did to this bike, because this is the, we'll call it the 3.0 version. I had a previous version of this bike that I crashed, and we don't have to get into that, but it's brand new, it's back, and it's looking better than ever. So let's jump into everything I did to this motorcycle for the 3.0 2022 version. Alright, so we'll start with the obvious. If you guys saw this bike before, you know that I did a complete color change. This used to be a white motorcycle. It is now satin black, as you guys can see on the fairings there, with carbon fiber just absolutely everywhere. And this bike came out looking so good. I was a little bit nervous that it was going to be a little bit too much satin black, but it just blends in so nicely. I think the carbon is just such a beautiful accent because it's gloss, so you can really see the carbon. It stands out really nicely, and the satin black is just a nice little contrast in there. So very beautiful. I love the way this bike came out, and it looks absolutely insane with that color. One thing I will kind of note though that I'm noticing already is that because the bike is satin black, which doesn't really reflect light that well, it's kind of hard to shoot. You can't really see the angles on the camera if the bike is in the shade, or especially, I know I'm gonna be shooting in a parking garage later, it's probably not gonna look that great. So I might need to get like some LED underglow. Let me know what you guys think if we added some green lights behind some of the fairings or something, just to kind of accent those angles and stuff, because it gets really lost in the shadows since everything is so dark on the bike. But enough about that. Let's start from the front and just go full front to back walkthrough. We already talked about the paint. So here we have a zero gravity windscreen. Now this one is actually different from my last zero gravity windscreen. I don't really like the look of the double bubble. So I like that this is all just one smooth surface, but this one is actually a little bit taller than my previous one. This is their new Corsa windscreen. I really love the shape and the cutout of this one. For some reason, it's just a lot better than my old one, and it looks way nicer. For some reason, it just makes the front end look so much more aggressive, so much more racy. And yeah, I really like this windscreen. So it's a dark smoke. It's not, or actually this might be light smoke. I'm not sure. I'll double check. I'll check my order history and let you guys know. I think it might be light smoke though. I'm not 100% sure. Now right here we have, these are just like some generic RNG mirror block offs, because I did do a mirror delete on this bike. I think that the stock mirrors on this bike looks absolutely hideous. And as soon as I bought this bike in 2018, that was like one of the first things to go. So I haven't had mirrors on this bike in almost 4 years now. I do have a bar end from CRG. I had two sides, but my left side shattered in the crash and I didn't get a replacement. So right now I'm only walking one bar end mirror, but that's okay. We have green Pazzo racing levers, clutch and brake. It's gonna be kind of hard to see, but we do have, let's see, Core Moto green brake lines. So we have them running to the front. This is not an ABS bike, right here. And then we have also Core Moto in the rear. I know I said we were doing front to back, but I figure since the brake lines are in the front and back, we might as well talk about both of them. Now, in the front, this is probably my absolute favorite part of this motorcycle, and it is the headlights, and it is a part of the reason why this build actually took so damn long. So let me turn these things on for you guys. All right, check it out. Boom, look at that. Those are some beauties right there, huh? So if you guys don't know, these are headlights from BK Moto, and what it is a green demon eye in the middle with a green halo, a white halo ring, and then these white kind of LED optic bars is what he calls them, I think. And yeah, these headlights look absolutely insane. They give this bike so much character, personality, and you know, it almost just, they look like eyes. And that's kind of weird to say, but you know, it looks like the bike is actually staring at you, which, you know, I don't see many people rocking these headlights on their bikes. I've seen a couple, but definitely not many, and definitely no bikes with a full-on build setup like this one. So, you know, I definitely needed these to bring it all together, and I'm glad that I waited. Even though it took like 4 months to get the headlights, I'm very happy with how it turned out. They look absolutely insane. And yeah, let me show you guys. So I have two switches installed right here. Currently, this one is not working, but this one turns on and off the halo rings, which you guys don't really need to see that. And then this one is for the HIDs. So if we come back, you guys can see the headlights are on now. Come back, and now they're off. Let me know what you think. Would you have waited that long just, you know, for a mod, essentially, you know, a cool headlight mod? I sent those out in October. They didn't come back until the very end of January. And, you know, I understand that's a very long time to wait for something, but, you know, guys, come on, guys. Tell me it doesn't look sick. Tell me it does not look sick. All right, and coming around to the side, we have a Two Brothers slip-on pipe. This is not a full system, and kind of funny story, actually, that I haven't really told anybody. I actually bought that exhaust before I even bought this motorcycle. So I saw the bike at a dealership here in Arizona. I knew I wanted it, and I knew it was completely stock, brand new bike. So I didn't want the stock exhaust. I went on Revzilla, bought that Two Brothers. It showed up at my house a couple days later. I went and picked up the bike from the dealer, installed it the same day, and yeah, you ain't gonna catch me riding around with the stock exhaust. Now, when it comes to your custom seat cover needs, who is the first company that comes to your head? Of course, it's Louis Moto, and you know we had to get a custom seat cover dialed in on the ZX6R. Check this thing out. They hooked it up with a full Alcantara front and rear seat to match with a green leather insert and green stitching to match. This seat cover brought the entire build together, let me say, because with the stock seats, it really just would not stand out at all. I think it would look horrible with the stock seats, so I'm really, really glad I decided to go with the seat cover from Louis Moto. If you guys have any custom seat cover needs, feel free to reach out to them. This is not a sponsored video or anything. They are not paying me to say this. I just really like their seat covers, and you guys should too, so go check them out. Now, one thing that I used to hate on this bike that I don't anymore was the gas cap. Because I used to wash this bike with the hose and hard water and stuff, I didn't tape this off or anything, and it kind of started building up this crust over time, and it was really hard to stick the key in and out of there and get it open, and sometimes I literally couldn't get gas because of it. So obviously that had to go. We went with the Driven Racing Halo keyless gas cap, and this thing is absolutely awesome. It makes filling up the gas station super convenient, and it matches with the rest of the bike. So this was a no-brainer for sure. We have these tank sliders. They're carbon fiber from R&G. These things saved my gas tank from hard impact points the last time I got in an accident, so we had to add them back. And I think that about wraps it up. I think that might be everything that we did to the bike. That was kind of faster than I thought it was. I guess we didn't really do too much to it, but it does look sick nonetheless. I hope you guys are as excited as I am to be seeing this bike. Make sure, if you don't already, to follow me on Instagram, because I'm gonna be dropping a ton of videos, pictures, and just like behind the scenes stuff with the bike. And that's kind of where I'll be posting like every day, really. I think I'm just gonna be sticking to like a once a week thing. We'll pick it up if the videos start popping off and you guys like them, but for now, well, I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with my videos and stuff like that. I think once a week is going to be pretty manageable, and it'll keep you guys entertained. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments, or any ideas you have for future videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Ride safe. Riding a bike at night.